Hi, hello team, how are we? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a full day of eating and a full day of training. And I'm starting this the day before or the night before because I realised that actually a lot of the reason that my days are successful and the reason that I can do so many things is because of the planning and the things that I do before. So I thought you could spend a little bit of time with me this evening. And as well, I often end these videos before the evening because I kind of want to chill. So you get to see the setup and then you get to see the day. Now, first and foremost, one thing that I've done this evening, which I don't do every single day, I can't lie, but when I want to be extra on it, when I want to make sure the day goes as smoothly as possible, especially when I've got a lot on, I make sure that I lay my clothes out for the day ahead. So I've already picked out, including the pants hanging around the top, the outfit that I'm going to be wearing tomorrow. This is just an outfit that's actually there for Wednesday. Not because I'm being extra prepared, but just because it's a new outfit that I bought and I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. And I've just kind of left it there waiting for an opportunity to wear it. And Wednesday is going to be the opportunity. But let me just show you what's in the fit that we're going to be wearing tomorrow. I mean, you'll see it tomorrow anyway, but the planning is, it's cold in these mornings, so I'm wearing a jacket, and the gym, I swear they're still putting the aircon on, it's still quite cold. So a jacket is necessary, but it is upper body day, and sometimes you just want to see the gains on an upper body day, you know? So we have this bra, has a very open back, but this bra is also quite supportive as well, and I do have a run in the evening, so best of both worlds, you know? Open back for the gains, supportive for the run, because I'm not the kind of person who's going to be showering in between those things. I'm just going to do my upper body, do my run, shower later. And then I don't have the matching colour to these, and I feel like I always wear blue on a Tuesday, so instead of getting blue shorts, I've gone for the cold shorts, and I think they work quite well together. That is tomorrow's clothes, hanging on the radiator so that in the morning when it's cold, they'll be nice and toasty warm. It just means that I don't have to use my brain whatsoever. I can just wake up in the morning, have my breakfast, put my clothes on, no thought process is needed until I actually get into the gym. So it gives me a little bit of a time, gives me a little bit of a second to wake up, you know? Now, because I have so many goals as it comes into this year, I really want to be prioritizing my rest time as much as I'm prioritizing my sessions and taking all my sessions off. So right now, Nathan is out for the evening. He's doing some music stuff, and I'm going to sit here and cozy up with my book. I read 7 books last month. I am so proud of myself. I think I read like 17 last year, the whole year. So to have read 7 in 1 month is pretty good going. And I will say only one of those was Frida McFadden. Usually the reason I can get through books pretty quickly is because if I read something like Frida, like it's not that many pages, quite easy reading, but there was only one Frida. So I'm just saying, this Kindle has definitely made it really just tons easier to read. Although I'm not quite into my next book yet. And you know when sometimes it takes you a second to get into a book and then I can't be bothered to sit down. Like I'm not motivated to pick up my book frequently and read because I'm not quite into it yet. So that's me right now. So I'm thinking if I get a little bit of reading time in before the food shop comes, maybe I'll be motivated to read it in bed later. But just look how cute the back of my Kindle is, by the way. I got my little Sunny Angel. She's adorable and amazing, and every time, I mean actually they're boys, aren't they? Every time I'm reading my Kindle, that's what I see, and it's so cute because it's all right decorating the back, but you don't see that. So the fact that I read and get to see that little angel, wow, amazing, sensational. So I'm going to do a bit of reading whilst I wait for my food drop. And my water intake has been absolutely terrible the past few days. I think I was talking about this in another video, but when it's cold I really struggle to drink water which is such like the idiotic thing to say. So I'm going to get through this whilst I read, and then the food shop should be arriving in about an hour. There's actually nothing that makes me sleepier than Rex snoring. Yeah. Those little heavy breaths. That heavy breathing, my boy, makes me feel so, like, when he's relaxed, I just feel so relaxed. I think, oh. I just think I could easily just go to sleep right now. Because I've been getting in such a good habit with my book and reading it before bed, I also kind of find that reading, especially if I'm not super into the book just yet, is almost a trigger for like sleepiness, and it's a little bit too early to be going to sleep right now. I'm a fan of getting a good night's sleep, but I do think that that's taking the piss a little bit. Look at him. Oh, baby boy. So we get Ocado shops because it's just the quickest and easiest, and it's also the cheapest. I don't think people would necessarily believe that, but it definitely is. And not to be an MAP, but the fruit and veg genuinely lasts for ages. I just finished off some blueberries we got, I didn't say 2 weeks ago, over a week ago. And that would not be the case if I bought it from Aldi especially, but let's delve in. One thing that they don't necessarily do, I find, is put these bags in any kind of order. Makes no sense, but we have stuff to make some ramen. Also got the noodles to go with that, which has gone into my yogurt. So just as I was raving about Ocado, I don't know what orders to go in. I'm just kind of randomly taking things out. My cereal, this is basically all I eat for breakfast. I try to deviate and it's not as good. Doesn't fill me up as good. We've got some bleach, boring but necessary. I've got a big thing of lentils because I'm going to make some kind of lentil pasta thing, I think. And some cannellini beans. Again, some kind of pasta dish. Maybe the same pasta dish, I don't know. Lemons and limes, which again have covered in yogurt. But I use those basically in any salad dressing and things like that. Frozen cubed butternut squash because who wants to deal with a proper butternut squash? I'm going to roast these and put these in a quinoa salad for my lunches in the week. A big old bag of crisps because you need snacks, you know. Silken tofu, we've been using this book a lot, the 20-Minute Vegan, and there's loads of like sauces and things that just incorporate silken tofu to obviously give it that protein boost. Spinach, a non-broken yogurt. I haven't had these in a while, you know, and they were on offer for £1 in Ocado. Again, cheaper than you're going to find them anywhere else. So I just bought 2 and I thought, oh, that's so lovely, and that's broken, so. Best tofu in the world, don't even buy any other tofu, what's the point? A whole ass pomegranate for the lunch that I'm going to make. It's such a ball ache, but it's just so much cheaper to get it as a whole thing. In fact, I'll show you what I'm going to make. It's in the Good Bites high protein meal prep guide, which is not a vegan cookbook, but you can adapt. This is the lunch that I'm going to be making for the last half of the week, and I'm going to be using squeaky bean instead of chicken, obviously, and then I've got like the butternut squash and bits and bobs. Radish, just for some variation. Oh, I got 2 of those. Bananas, obviously. To go with my banana fruit bowl. Oh my god, I've not shown you. You just wait. Have you ever seen anything more disgusting in your entire life? I'm obsessed, I love her. Look, bananas in a banana bowl. Unbelievable. Onions, I've already got some red onion, needed some white onion. Basil. I should have got a tree of basil, silly me. I got a little container for my windowsill. Got some mint in there. Then I want to get a couple of others. I live in the kitchen, so I should have got a full plant of basil. So annoying. We've got some apples and some kiwis. Oh, and some orange juice, which I didn't think I showed you. I don't know if that's giving you very well-rounded meals, but basically this is only taking us up till Friday anyway, because we've got some people coming around at the weekend, so we're going to go out for food then. And we already had a couple of meals of food left over for today and tomorrow. This isn't actually that many days worth of food, if it looks a bit small. I feel like I can like move on with my life now that that's arrived. Do you feel like you can move on with your life now that's arrived? So I'm gonna go wash my face and put some fake tan on for tomorrow. I feel $1,000,000 when I have a bit of a tan on. When I'm my palest self, I'm my most miserable self. Like, that should not be the case. Fully aware of that. I should love my body. I do love my body, I just don't love my skin. I don't love my skin tone, you know? I feel like I just look really ill. I know, and you're the palest dog that could ever be, and I still love you. So why can't I love me, huh? No, I don't feel sad about it anyway. I just part of the maintenance of my life. I don't really, you know, have a high maintenance hair situation. Makeup, nothing crazy happens there. Tan, that's the only thing I ask, is that I take some time out of my week to tan. I will show you what tan I'm using at the moment because I'm actually not going to go crazy and do a full-on tan. I'm just going to do a little bit of like a moisturising tan. What do you think, Rex? I finally got through my Stanley, so I'm going to fill up this smaller bottle. Finish that before bed, possibly with either like a herbal tea, or I was thinking a hot chocolate, to be honest, which I don't know necessarily counts as hydration. Definitely doesn't count as hydration, but we'll pretend. But having it in these bottles makes me really keep track of how much I'm drinking, especially when I know that I'm not necessarily drinking quite so much throughout the day, or I'm finding it harder to drink so much throughout the day. This is just over a litre, and then this is 500 millilitres. So I had one of these this morning at the gym. I've had this throughout the day, and I'm having another one of these now. So I know by the end of the day, I've at the very least, and that's outside of drinking cups of tea or whatever, I've at the very least, I've had 2 litres today. The bare minimum, let's be honest. I really need to be drinking more with the runs that I'm doing, but that's tomorrow's problem. That's not today's problem. I saw a post the other day that was like, if you're not drinking 2 litres of water at the bare minimum per day at this big age, grow up. And quite frankly, grow up, like it's true. Whoa. But now, part of my getting ready for the day, preparing for the next day, making sure my next day can start as best as it should, we're going for some tan. I'm going for this over full-on tan. I'm thinking about it. No, I can't be bothered. I'm going for this over a full-on tan, just because I don't have to like wait for it to dry for ages. I don't have to set up a little blanket nest in the bed so I don't get all the beds full of tan. I don't have to shower in the morning. I can just pop this on and look a little bit healthier. It's not going to make me look crazy tan, but I do like it. And obviously it's a moisturizer, so I never look crusty and dry. I just look a little bit more glowy. There isn't a huge amount in it, so I'm not going to lather her, but she's going to make me look hopefully a little different. You're going to see me tomorrow, obviously in this video, and I'm going to look exactly the same, but just don't even, I'm going to know within my soul that I feel better. This is the dark one as well. So stand by for the crazy transformation that you'll see tomorrow. But doing all those little things like making sure that my clothes are laid out, making sure my food is ready, making sure that I feel good in myself is all setting me up for a great day. And I think nothing happens by accident. No great days happen by mistake. It's because you have actively gone out of your way to make sure that you set yourself up in the best possible way. Obviously things are going to crop up here and there, that's life, but if you do the most that is within your control to ensure that you have a great day, then you're gonna. And of course the last piece of that pie is rest. So as soon as I've tanned, I'm gonna wash my face, I'm gonna do my skincare, and then I'm gonna chill with my book for the rest of the evening and get an early night. Ready for a 6 a.m. wake up? No, ready for a 6:30 wake up. So I'll see you then, because I feel like I've filmed already so much this evening. Good morning, how are we? Did we sleep well? I know I did. It's 7:10, I've had my breakfast, and I will be ready in 10 minutes, like tops. I've got my clothes ready to go. Do I look somewhat more tan than yesterday? I don't know if I do. I'm just gonna do a bit of skincare now, perk my face up a little bit, put my clothes on, and we'll be ready to go. I mean, I have obviously already had breakfast, and I've been sat in bed having my breakfast. But I do like to stay in bed for as long as possible, you know? I want to be messing around. I have been wearing this complexion balm every single day, and I'm not necessarily like a huge full-on makeup every single day person. In fact, if I can get away with just like tan, then I usually would, which actually my skin with this bit of tan on right now, not so bad, I can't lie to you, but I actually just love how this makes my skin go. So I've been slapping around every day. I just did the shade match finder thing online and it worked, and I just do it in the center of my face and kind of blend out towards the edges so it looks really natural, but it just gives my face a little bit more something, you know? I just like to feel at least a little bit alive when I'm going about my business. I find that especially if you work from home, it can be so easy to just stay in your cozy, stay in your pajamas, not do your hair, not do your face, and that genuinely makes me less productive in those instances. So looking a little bit nice makes me feel nice. It's so light, like really has that done so much except from just even out my complexion. It's done, and it is now 7:18. It was 7:12 when I spoke to you. If anyone does their slick backs without hair oil, I don't understand, because why would you not want to be like conditioning your hair at the same time? Why are you using loads of wax? Gross. 7:23 and we're ready to leave the door. Gym is done. Had a quite good session actually. I'm back in a dressing gown because it's just wintry and cold, isn't it, at the moment? I still have my gym stuff underneath. I've just put this on top because actually, you know those like long sleeve tops and jackets and stuff, because they're activewear, they're like sweat wicking, so they don't actually keep you warm. On my little work block, do you want to see how many drinks I've got? Guess. Did you guess 4? We've got the rest of my water from my session that I need to drink, my full Stanley, a little bit of orange juice and a coffee. The whole idea of work blocks has gone out the window today because I've been sat here since 9 and it's now 11:30, which is slightly longer than I would like to take my work blocks. But I have filmed and uploaded a webinar. I have done my upper body session. I'm just taking things off in my cute little diary. I'm filming my YouTube video currently. I am filming a mini vlog. What else can I film? I need to do those form videos. I have done feedback posts, ideas. While I'm sat here, I still haven't finished all of this. I have finished my orange juice though. I just gotta finish this. I think as well, I'm gonna do some recipes today. I think I'm just gonna do loads today. I've decided I'm in that kind of mood where I think I can just get loads done. Recipes, let's do it. Also, I just got these in the post from the TikTok shop and I'm hoping it's just gonna shut me the fuck up, quite frankly, because I talk in my sleep. I don't for one second think that they're going to give me a snatch jaw, because that's ridiculous. And of course, just closing your mouth when you sleep is not going to do anything affect the fat loss in your jaw. It's just not. So if you want to buy them for that reason, then think again, quit while you're ahead, save your coin. But I do sleep talk in the night quite a lot and it wakes Nathan up. Like, I'm doing it even more frequently at the moment. So I'm thinking it will just shut me up. So I guess stay tuned. Okay, I ended up actually just solidly working from 9 till 12, but it does mean the majority of my tasks are done. I have additional things that I kind of would like to get done, but I'm pleased with where we're at. Let's go have lunch. Just dropped Nathan at work. I've had my little lunch break, which I'm really trying to do. It's so easy when you're self-employed and you work from home to not take enough time for your lunch, but I've had a lunch break and it's just started raining. I mean, it is just spitting, but the weather app is saying it's going to be raining for the next like couple of hours, and I would just rather not run in the rain, you know, if I can help it. I don't mind. It said the next couple of hours earlier, now it says till 4 p.m. What do I do about that? Because I was about to say, I don't mind to run in the rain. I don't have to, you know? Do I go out right now? I do need to let my dinner settle a little bit, so I can't go out right now. I'm gonna give it a little hour and see. It says 100%, 65%, 35%. Maybe you could just stop by the time I want to go out. It's 10 degrees, but it feels like 1 degree. Woohoo! Will I brave shorts for my run? Running in the winter, like if anyone ever thinks about like joining the London Marathon or any marathon that's in the spring, just don't do it, because you've got to train all the way throughout winter and it's awful because you're constantly looking at the weather. You're constantly not only having to drag yourself out on a run is already hard, let alone having to drag yourself out on a run when the weather is terrible, when it's dark. There's just too many obstacles and I'm not willing to do hurdles. back up to the office. That's horrible, isn't it? Back up to the office to work. I'm gonna do some recipes this afternoon because I've been really trying to boost that side of my app throughout this month. That is the main focus. And I've been finding some good recipes recently. I've been trialing out and testing out some good recipes recently. So I think I've got maybe 5 more that I can put on the app today. I'm gonna do as many of those as I can, possibly in the next hour. Maybe I'll have a new tonic to help focus. Any type of admin work, I need something to help me zone in. Do I have caffeine? What time is it? No, I'll have my cup of tea, decaf tea, always. We only have decaf tea in the house. Cup of decaf, get a new tonic, which will also help me with my water intake. 5 recipes, then we'll reassess if we're ready to run or not. And I'm well impressed with myself. I've just done 5 recipes onto the air in an hour and a half, which could that be a little bit snappier? Maybe. In fact, maybe less than an hour. I mean, yeah, slightly less than an hour and a half because I went down to get my drink. Anyway, I've done so much today. I'm so impressed with myself. And it's now 2:30. And I think the weather's got worse. Ooh, I'm thinking I should go now and then get over myself. Now, one thing I will say is, obviously I work from home, I manage my own time, yada, 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 yada. I can afford to, at 2:30, down tools and go on a run. However, usually I would run with Nathan or with my mum or with somebody else. So it would be after work times anyway. I'm literally just running now because I have the opportunity to do so. And I don't want to go in the dark, you know, especially when I'm by myself. If I'm with someone else, it's not so bad. In fact, I don't mind running in the dark on my own, to be fair, but as a preference, would obviously rather it be light. But just because I have a double training day doesn't mean that it's like a totally wild concept for everyone else to do. Again, this morning I was at my desk for 9 o'clock. I could easily do this run. It's only 7K, so I could easily be doing this run after work. I'm just choosing not to because I have that opportunity, you know? And Rex is really ready to go out. Aren't you, baby? You ready to go? Should we go for a run? Do we think that like shorts and a body warm way is silly Billy? Because it's raining and it's windy and it says it's 1 degree, but I just want to wear shorts to run, for God's sake. I don't want to have to get changed again. That are not a great idea is having one of these right now, just before I go. And I'm talking just before I step out the door. However, I want to trial these as intra-run fuel for my long runs. So I'm thinking, if I have them now, I'll be able to see how it kind of digests for when I'm running. Because I don't want to be on a long run. Like, even if it's a training run, I still don't want to be on a long run and be, what, 15K into a 24K, which I've got to do this weekend, for example, and feel sick. You know, I still want to feel good. To Julia Fox's book. And I'm actually so excited. If you need a good audiobook to listen to, Paris Hilton is so good. And I'm hoping that Julia Fox's Weekly is good. Oh my god. Wait, I cry when it's cold. Oh, this dog is doing my head in already today. Not another poo, where's the bin? Running with the dog is great until you're running with a bag of shit for God knows how long. Okay, it's raining a bit more now. And now I'm going to be running into the rain. Running uphill and into the rain, into the wind. Okay. It's flat now anyway, so it'll be fine. I like to finish my runs away from the house so that I have a little bit of time to walk, because that is the best running cool down. So just on my little trot back now. Just surviving shorts, but look how red my legs are. Lol. That was okay, you know, team. I'm starting to feel like accomplished, satisfied after a run rather than completely ball backed, which is a nice feeling, I can't lie to you. I do recognise that these headbands do not suit me whatsoever, especially when I've got my hair up. It's giving baldy locks and the 3 hairs. Keeps my head that little bit warm. I hate when the wind is in my ears. That's like, oh. So that just protects me that little bit. Now I'm gonna make some electrolytes in the theme of keeping on top of my water. I'm just gonna finish this. I've had 2 of these. I'm not doing super well with this. This is maybe like a quarter done, like here. And I guess it gets less voluminous as it goes down. So no, I'm not gonna lie and say half. It's definitely not half, but I'm gonna finish this off right this second. And then And then we're going to do some free salt electrolytes. If you're looking to buy electrolytes, ask yourself a couple of things. Are you doing a lot of sweaty things? Do you often go in the sauna? Do you live in a hot country? Are you going on holiday a lot? Are you doing lots of running? Those are the instances in which you need electrolytes. Ordinarily, you don't need them. The things that are in electrolytes, you're going to have within your meals anyway. Like any supplement, you can get it from your food. So you don't need to have this. However, if you are losing a lot of fluid, you want to be replenishing your salts as well as replenishing just your general hydration. So I have my electrolytes only on my run days, and honestly not even on every single run day. But today I definitely am having them because it is also going to help me drink a lot more extra fluid. I want to make sure I've had my minimum water intake of my 2 litres and then at least some extra. You might think I'm disgusting for sitting like this as I make my, well, I know I'm not sitting, but I'm going to sit and have this before having a shower. But especially when I've been out in the cold, I really need to give myself like a minute just to return to room temperature, because otherwise, especially in my shorts, my legs just get so hot that it actually burns. Okay, today's fruit bowl is banana, pomegranate, apple with some sweet cinnamon, orange. Fancy. Pomegranates are the worst thing on this here earth to deal with. But the lunch that I'm going to be making for the next few days has pomegranate seeds in it. And I do think it's just not quite as, it does add something. So I did buy them. I mean, you saw it in the food shop, to be fair. But that's why it's in there, because I'm not going to need all of it. We have no shame. I just filmed not only a tweak video, like a form tweak video for a client in my pajamas like this, in which she needed to see my feet so she could see my gross fluffy socks. Not only did I film that for her, which is fine because I feel like clients know a bit better. I will say this is a client who's recently joined me, so she doesn't know me that well just yet, but that's the shortcut to me. But I have also just sent a form tweak video to a random girly pop off TikTok who does not know me, who only literally just followed me because I said send me a video, like, if you need help. So this is how she saw me for the very first time. And by the way, my front camera in the dark, in any type of low lighting, just basically looks like a potato. So I wasn't giving off polished, professional, fitness, girly pop vibes, but hopefully the tweak will help her enough that she'll know I am a fitness girly pop vibe. Anyway, it is 5:30 now, and I don't know about you, but I eat my dinner immediately once it turns 5 o'clock. Again, beauty of working from home, I can eat, and because I get up early as well. I'm an early riser, I'm not a nighttime person. Like, I'm ready for bed now. I've had a little bit of rotting time on the sofa watching TikToks. Got back to some clients, done some bomb tweak videos, and now I'm gonna make some tea. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna make my salads for the week before I make tea, because I think if I make tea, I'll wanna sit down, eat it, and not do anything else for the rest of the day. So let's make my meal prep for the next couple of days. Now guys, this is what I was talking to you about yesterday, about how actually when I'm doing these days in my life, when I'm doing this full day of eating and training, what you don't see is the forward thinking, the thought process that goes into making sure that day goes as smoothly as it possibly can. Days, like successful days, do not happen by mistake. You need to be making sure that you're going out of your way to do things to set yourself up. So this is what we're doing out of the high protein meal prep good vibe. Chuck this whole bag of butternut squash in the oven. Oh, noisy, man. Drizzle of olive oil, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And people say they don't like veg or they don't like vegan food or any of that kind of stuff. That is not true. You just have never seasoned anything in your goddamn life. Like, it's really not that deep to put some salt and pepper and olive oil and paprika onto some butternut squash, you know? But it's gonna make it taste yummy. Quinoa and couscous on the go. Just to be case in point of exactly what I was saying yesterday about avocado, fruit and veg lasting longer. We got these cherry tomatoes from Tesco on Sunday. This one is already moldy, so now I only have 3 good ones. These I got from Ocado in last week's shop, I did not order any more tomatoes this week because I thought I had some cherry tomatoes and they're perfect. Like, delicious. Case in point. While I wait for the butternut squash and the greens to cook, I'm just gonna throw everything else into a bowl. This salad is meant to be like an accompanying salad, not kind of the main thing. So I'm bulking it out a bit more with a bit more like fruit and veg, using some of the same stuff as I had in the previous couple of salads. So we've got some tomatoes, we've got some radish, we've got some rocket that's left over, I've got some beetroot going in. So we have a couple of new bits, a couple of old bits meshing together for a lovely wholesome salad. Lie guys, this is not my finest work in any way, shape or form. I've definitely used too much water with the couscous, which has meant that it's just kind of a lump. And the butternut squash has again gone kind of mushy, which doesn't usually happen, but it tastes okay. So I'm going to divide this up. And this is going to be lunch tomorrow and the next day. I've just made this spinach pasta sauce, which again, hopefully is nice, I've never had it before. And some rigatonis on the go. So I've got tea. That smells amazing. Yeah, that's got a whole bag of spinach in it, by the way. So if I'm not Popeye tomorrow, I'll be fuming. That's it, that's the day. That's the day of eating, that's the food, that's the training. I'm gonna somewhat tidy all of this up and chill for the evening. I hope that you enjoyed this vid, guys. I'm enjoying doing these day in the lives of training and eating, especially on double training days, because I think it's so maybe useful to see how I kind of fit everything in and how I fuel myself properly. Prepping is 100% a part of that. I'll see you next week.